Question of the day. Don't you think it's another power move to control all the people, what they're doing, how they do it, and when they do it? When they incentivize and even promote and make a political demonstration towards moving everything to electricity under the excuse of lowering carbon emissions. When you think about it, humans breathe in oxygen and make carbon, but the way that the Most High has designed things to be is always in balance. Now, when you got these Edomites, aka pale-faced demons, Satan spawn, serpent seeds, whatever you want to call it, running around here trying to regulate stuff when they don't have no clue about life. They believe that if you abort a baby, the baby can't feel it and is not considered murder. These are the same people you are trusting and believing in when it comes to anything with life, anything with any kind of respect. From the beginning, they have been destructive. Until the end, they have been destructive. So these are the same people who want to move you on grid to electricity. When you look at things now, electricity being shut off, it's not your strong place. You don't know what to do when your electricity is shut off. Just like out here with the so-called polar vortex, that they're calling it a polar vortex. They out here shutting your electricity off. Not because of a power outage, but because they're shutting your electricity off. And if you don't know what an EMP is, where they can shut off all these circuit boards, these motherboards, communicators, whatever you want to call it, energy regulators, they can shut all that mess off and then control what you're doing, how you're doing, and when you're doing it. It's just a power grab. They're trying to lock you in and load everything down into a database. Because this smart home, smartphone, smart drone, smart this and that, it ain't that smart. Nothing beats the intellects of the original man. Because that intellect comes from the Most High. And he only puts that spirit of intellect on his chosen. He don't give that spirit to everybody. And you see that everybody obviously ain't chosen. Because there is no righteousness. There is nothing that makes sense out of the serpent seed. All they know how to do is make weapons of mass destruction. When we out here inventing toilets, combs, air conditioners, cell phones, the computer, internet, we creating all of these things. The idea of bathing, y'all couldn't live without us. But again, because the original man has to give up all his power and intellects to his oppressor is going to overtake him. And one of those ways is going to be putting everything on grid through the electrical grid, knowing electricity can be manipulated and can't be regenerated from natural sources the way that we've been wanting it to be on a private level. They want everybody to have solar on their homes by a certain year, 2030 or something. Well, you got Kill Bates out here trying to block the sun. You got DARPA out here trying to block the sun. Folks gotta listen. Y'all gotta pay attention. These people don't want people living. How you worried about, we not gonna get into that. Like how I'm saying, I'm just asking a question and putting out some possibilities out there. Maybe these people don't like you, and it's a little bit more than just carbon. It's definitely not the worry about carbon. producing that much carbon into the world. It's just population control and power grid control. You know, they want to get rid of people. If you think about it, making solar panels, making batteries, making electronics, making bikes, making cars, anything that comes from a factory emits carbon. It's a lot of chemicals that go into making these things. It's not natural. That's going to make more trash, industrial grade, hard to, you know, recycle and destroy type of trash. It's not about carbon. And it's not about going green, as they're making an excuse for putting people on grid, making buses powered by some kind of device that's underneath the cement that's going to be driving the buses, making cars that are self-powered, self-steering, self-parking, making robots to take your jobs, making RFID chips, making phones that are real good at collecting data and knowing where to redirect the data. Oh, this is about control. Get it together before it's too late. Some of us. We know it's going to be too late. For those who are righteous, we're praying that this thing ends. We're not praying for mercy. We're just praying for mercy on the righteous. And the rest of it can go straight in the direction of continuing in hell. Because hell ain't underneath the earth. Hell is living this life in this condition.